went to high school. I still studied well. I also played the flute and was a cheerleader. My parents trusted me, so they let me have sleepovers at my friends' houses and even drive the car. Leo was my complete opposite. He hung out with Mark and his company, skipped classes, and pranked the teachers. Mom and Dad were constantly called to school, so they didn't give him much freedom, and that made him angry. You only care about Trisha. One night, I woke up to a loud sound. I jumped out of bed and looked out into the hallway. My parents and brother were already standing there. What happened? Why did the alarm go off? Dad and Leo ran out into the street and looked around the house, but only saw a shadow slipping away into the bushes. Weird. Maybe the alarm system reacted to an animal. Because of that incident, I didn't get enough sleep, and in the morning, I was in for another unpleasant surprise. A pipe in my room burst! After Dad had turned off the water, I realized that my flute case was soaked. The instrument was ruined. Damn it! The audition for the city orchestra is coming up! I decided to ask my parents for help. When I came downstairs, Leo was talking to them. I need money for a ticket. I want to watch the race. And I need a new flute. I have to rehearse before the audition. Our parents looked at each other hesitantly. Money has been tight lately. We can't give it to you both. But the flute is more important. Mom took out the cash and gave it to me. Naturally, Leo immediately lost his temper. Of course, Trisha gets everything she wants again. You don't care about my hobbies at all. Leo, calm down. You can watch the race another time. Trisha will live in your room while we renovate hers. You'll have to move into the closet. Why? Trisha is a girl. Besides, she has to rehearse. Leo was furious, but didn't have much of a choice. The troubles didn't end there. After school, I came to the cheerleader practice and heard some terrible news. We are performing next Friday. As you know, it is very important, so don't let me down. Wanted to groan in frustration. The audition for the city orchestra was scheduled for the next Friday. I couldn't be in two places at the same time. It seemed I would have to choose. I walked down the hallway, trying to decide what was more important to me. I was so lost in thought that I didn't notice Mark and accidentally bumped into him. Well, if it isn't baby Trisha. What a cool backpack. That jerk took my backpack and threw it to his friend. Give it back! Come and get it. The worst thing was that Leo was standing nearby. He saw everything but didn't even try to stop them. On the contrary, he watched me suffer and laughed. What a jerk! That really hurt me. In the end, I snatched the backpack from Mark and left. Leo and I came home together that day. We were greeted by our excited parents. I got a message from a notary. My uncle died in a nearby town. I didn't know him, but he left us a large sum of money. We have to go to that city and sign the documents. We could really use the money. Although it's strange, I didn't know about that uncle of mine. Wow, so we're rich now. Leo and I couldn't go because of school, so our parents went without us. They left me in charge, gave me the car keys, and some money. Trisha, look after your brother. Leo went berserk and growled. He was boiling with anger. I'm not a child to be babysat. Don't argue and behave. It was a wonder Leo didn't blow up on them after hearing those words. After they left, he went to his room and loudly slammed the door shut. In the evening, I was practicing the flute in the living room. I really wanted to get into the orchestra, but I couldn't think of a way to go to the audition and not let the cheerleading team down. Then, I noticed that Leo had gone downstairs and was heading out. Where are you going? I have things to do, and I don't have to explain myself to you. Couldn't stop him. I kept practicing for a couple more hours, and then I grew worried. It was already dark, but my brother still hadn't come back. I decided to call him, but he didn't answer. Had he gotten into trouble again? I had been left in charge. If something happened to him, I would be held responsible. I called my classmates and found out something. Mark's having a party tonight. Leo was planning on going. Damn it. I would definitely get into trouble. I took the car keys and went after my brother. As I was leaving the house, I suddenly ran into a stranger. He looked at me in surprise, like he wasn't expecting to see me. Who are you and what are you doing here? The guy scratched his head thoughtfully. Then I remembered that Mom and Dad had decided to renovate my room after the pipe burst. Ah, you must be here to repair my room. He immediately nodded. Yes, that's me. I got in the car. You should come tomorrow. It's getting late. I got in the car and drove to Mark's house. The music was blasting. I walked in and saw Leo. He was going wild with his buddies. We're going home now. Yeah, right. You can't boss me around, got it? Leave me alone. Mom and Dad told you to be good. If you don't go, I won't give you any pocket money. Mark and his friends burst out laughing. That made Leo even angrier. He grabbed me and led me into the corridor. Stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. If you don't go with me, I'll call Mom and Dad. Judging by the look on his face, he wanted to strangle me. But the threat worked and Leo got into the car. He was so furious he couldn't even buckle up on the first try. You'll regret humiliating me like that. I was satisfied and went to bed feeling calm. But I didn't get enough sleep. Leo burst into my room in the morning and shook me by the shoulder. Wake up. You need to make me breakfast, iron my clothes, and take me to school. I stared at him. Are you nuts? They think I'm a stupid kid that needs you to look after me, so come on, look after me. I thought he was joking, but it turned out Leo was serious. It became clear when we came to school. At recess, he suddenly called me to the parking lot. The principal's car was parked there. At first, I didn't realize what was wrong, but then I was stunned. Leo had written and drawn all sorts of indecent things on it. I was horrified. I quickly washed it all off before anyone could see it. It was hard work, and I was even late for class. But the surprises did not end there. When I came to the dining room, everyone was discussing something. Leo turned out to be the one who caused the stir. All the food was multicolored. That little brat had snuck into the dining room and added dye to it. What's going on here? He saw the food and turned red. Who did this? His gaze stopped at Leo. He liked pulling such pranks after all. I realized my brother was about to get in trouble. I couldn't let that happen because I was responsible for him. It wasn't Leo. He spent the whole day with me and did not come to the dining room. I was a perfect student, so they believed me. Nothing happened during the next few classes, and I breathed a sigh of relief. It turned out I shouldn't have. When I passed by a woman's bathroom, I stepped into a puddle.